Are you sick and tired of vegetarians and vegans and people in your, maybe it's your friendship group and you're all going out to eat, but now you can't go to the steakhouse because Cheryl hates that and she's a vegan now and she changed her stuff. Well, that's great. There should be vegan options on menus. I'm not going to disagree with that. Everybody to each their own, but everybody should have the options that they like. But an oxygetarian is what oxygetarianism is that we love oxygen like everybody else on the planet. We need it, right? Every other being on the planet, we need oxygen. So what gives us oxygen? Well, plant life, maybe seaborne plant life or rainforests. We, as oxygetarians, want to save all those plants. We want to save all those vegetables. Stop the needless slaughter of carrots and broccoli and asparagus. Those things need to just stay in the ground. They're not that good anyway. So if you have a plant that's giving us oxygen and then we decide we want to slaughter that plant and eat it because salad is good for you, fine. But what's really good for the world is obviously more clean air. We need it. I mean, there's like 8 billion people on the planet now. We need more oxygen. So when I started this movement, the Oxygetarian movement, I thought we want to save the plant life. So we want to eat more plant-eating animals. And I'm not saying eat your vegetarian friend. What I'm saying is eat a cow, eat a hamburger, eat 2 hamburgers, eat pizza with lots of meat on top, the meat lover stuff. You can still eat plants, but because we love the life that the plant life gives us, we want to conserve as much as we can. So we're not going to eat less, right? We might eat fruits and vegetables that have fallen to the ground and go, you know what, this is our time to collect it and eat it. We don't want it to go to waste. Or maybe some other little vegan animal will come up and eat it, and then later a carnivore will go eat that. So putting us in with the carnivores, we save oxygen and we eat cows. We eat the beasts that are eating our life-giving plants, right? So say I eat, we slaughter a cow and we all have a great barbecue and everybody eats a cow. Well, then we've done 2 things now. We've stopped that cow from eating thousands of pounds of freaking plant life every year, but we also unknowingly, unwittingly cut down on bovine emissions because a dead cow is not a farting cow. Well, I guess if you push on its belly hard enough, it'll probably get some out after it's dead. But anyway, it's not going to continue to fart. So, so we are among the ranks of great carnivores. The grizzly bear, the wolf, the timber wolf. What a beautiful animal. I'd rather be paired up with that than a fucking rabbit. So those things, and the symbol of our great nation, the American bald eagle, carnivore. We're in good company, oxygetarians. I call it oxygetarianism instead of oxygenarianism because oxygenarianism sounds like we're all in our 80s. Oxygetarian sounded a little bit more like a movement. So as an oxygetarian, we want to keep away from those people. You know the famous vegetarians out there that really make it hard to be one of them are Adolf Hitler, for instance, vegetarian. Charles Manson, vegetarian. Let's see, who else? Greta Thunberg. How dare you? How dare you? She's ridiculous, I'm sorry. But anyway, we don't want to be in the ranks with those people. The Sandy Hook killer, also a vegetarian. Come on, man. You ever see like man ate a steak and went on a rampage and decided to kill 6 million Jews? You know, it didn't happen. It's never happened. But these lettuce-eating weirdos, come on, man. And as an oxygetarian, I got to be honest, you know, the needless slaughter of millions and millions and millions of pine trees every Christmas in the name of the most peaceful man that ever walked the planet. You're going to tell me that Jesus Christ would be like, you know what? Celebrate my birthday by cutting down trees that give us oxygen. There's no way on earth that Jesus said that. So we put ourselves among the ranks of the great carnivores. We separate ourselves from those evil people like Thunberg and Hitler. And we try to get our own reality going, where we say, I'm in a salad bar, I'm in a vegan restaurant. Hey, what are your options for Oxygetarians? And they'll go, what is that? And then you explain it and they go, oh no. And then it'll be like the steakhouses with the vegans back in the 80s. Then you go, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who just eats vegetables? That's ridiculous. And I'm not saying just eat meat, because there's lots of other stuff out there. Or just eat beef, rather. Beef, I'm not saying just eat beef. Just eat everything that eats. You got fish life and ocean life that eats the phytoplankton that gives us think maybe 50% or maybe more of our oxygen-giving abilities for that. So I'll edit that out later. So what we want to do is conserve oxygen, because we want to live longer. We want the earth to go on longer. And with all the pollution and everything else that we've got going on right now, we're not really seeing a drop. We're seeing that emissions, we've gotten better in America and in Western Europe, but we're not good. We're not good everywhere else. The air is getting dirty. It's getting pretty dirty. And if we can just stop eating all these plants, we can have a lot more oxygen and a lot more years to enjoy life on this planet. I want to be here for that. And if you think about and love everyone else, you would say, well, I want world peace and I want people to have what they need. I want to, but you go, what I really want is to give people that oxygen. The future of our planet should have oxygen. And if all 8 billion people on the planet decided to hold their breath for 5 seconds at a time. Stop, shut your mouth while you're talking. Just stop for 5 seconds, hold your breath. It's not that hard. If everybody did it at the same time, if 8 billion people stopped breathing for just 5 seconds in one go, we would conserve enough oxygen for 100 people to live and breathe 11 years. 11 years. I mean, it's 4th grade math. At least it was for me when I probably did it wrong. But anyway, I want you to think about it. Oxygetarianism. Is it something that I can really do? Is it something that I can be part of? Because I think it's a movement everybody will want to be part of. And even those guilty as sin vegans and vegetarians will be like, wait a minute. We're talking about clean air? Oh, good. Well, now I can be pious and eat a steak at the same time. And we don't have to, we want to spread the word of Oxygetarianism, but we don't have to tell people like it defines our life. We don't have to go, oh yeah, did you know that I was an Oxygetarian? Yeah, I've been an Oxygetarian for 4 years now. I've saved so much oxygen. Do you know once a week I hold my breath for 10 seconds so I can save lives? You don't have to be that guy. Let the vegetarians continue being that asshole. Okay, so we can be the people that just come in and eat the steak, and we eat the bovine, we eat the big cow because he can't fart anymore. When we eat him, he's dead, and we put him in our stomach, and then we fart. But it's not bovine emissions now because we are not bovine. We eat the bovine. So I just think that it's the natural order of things for us to eat the animals and stop them from eating our plant life that gives us oxygen. If you look at cave paintings historically have been like a guy with a spear, and then there's a bull, or some kind of cow or some kind of bovine that we're, going to throw the spear at, and the little stick figures. Nobody thinks that we were at war with that was the old cow war that we were in 300 BC. We were never in a cow war. Well, not the cavemen would have been there, but we were never in a cow war with the cows ever. This as a society, as a civilization, we've never gone to war with cows, but we will eat them, and we'll use their skins, and we'll use their bones because that's what we did, and that's what we should still do. Otherwise, too many cows, too many farts, and then less oxygen. We don't want it. Have you ever seen a cave painting with a guy like just killing a fucking salad? Where he's like, look at all these bushes I put in a basket and I'm eating them. That's because it doesn't exist. You've never seen that. It doesn't exist. They just don't do it. So the history of the carnivore is much more rich and longer, a longer history of a carnivore. I've never heard of a great history of the rabbit. Even when he raced a tortoise, it was like, come on, man. You're just lazy, bro. He's lazy. Hunters go out and chase things and get things and try to hide from things and ambush them. But what do you get? Like, how exciting is it for a rabbit to be like, oh, there's a stalk of asparagus coming out of the ground over there. I'm going to go fucking attack it. They can't go anywhere. It's rooted. You guys don't hunt for your food. You're not foraging for food. You're just going, hey, there's a green thing sticking out of the ground, not thinking it's giving us oxygen that we need. Just going over there and chomping on it. Fucking vegans. So, that being said, I want to welcome you all to the Oxygetarian movement, and please follow me for more. I'm going to put out a video twice a day, reaffirming this movement and making it a larger movement, and then we'll sell t-shirts and we'll all meet at a steakhouse. All right? Does that sound good to anybody? Because it's beef. It's what's for dinner.